The world is in danger. A powerful force threatens to destroy everything in its path. It is up to a brave group of heroes to come together and save the day. With courage and strength, they will face this enemy and put an end to its reign of terror. It is time for the call to action. The call to action was clear. The heroes needed to come together and save the world from the clutches of the evil villain. It was a daunting task, but the heroes were determined to rise to the challenge. The stakes were high, and the heroes knew that failure to act would have catastrophic consequences. Fortunately, they were up to the task, and they began to plan their strategy for defeating the villain and restoring peace to the world. The heroes had just completed their last challenge and were now ready to begin their journey ahead. With courage in their hearts and a will to succeed, they set out on their quest. They had no idea what obstacles lay ahead, but they were determined to face them all. The journey was long and arduous, but they persevered and eventually made it to their destination. Now, they had to face the first challenge of their journey. The first challenge that faced the adventurers was a daunting one. As they set out on their journey, they encountered a vast and treacherous landscape with no clear path ahead. The terrain was treacherous, and the elements were unforgiving. The adventurers had to find a way to navigate the terrain, while avoiding the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Along the way, they encountered fierce creatures and hazardous obstacles, all of which threatened to derail their progress. Despite their best efforts, the adventurers were met with adversity at every turn. But they persevered, and eventually, they emerged victorious. As the journey continued, the group encountered the unexpected. Along the way, they encountered fierce storms, dangerous creatures, and treacherous terrain. The group was forced to adapt and use their skills to overcome these obstacles. They had to think quickly and use their knowledge to find the right path. The group also had to face their own fears and doubts in order to continue on their journey. In the end, they were able to push through and move forward, even in the face of adversity. The final battle was a difficult one. Despite the many challenges that had come before, the stakes were higher than ever. The heroes had to face off against a powerful enemy that threatened to destroy all that they had worked for. They had to rely on their courage and determination to overcome the odds and emerge victorious. The battle raged on for hours, with neither side gaining the upper hand. In the end, it was the heroes who emerged victorious, proving that their courage and strength was greater than their foe. With their victory, they had secured a brighter future for themselves and all those who had supported them. The final battle had been won, and the heroes had triumphed. After a long and arduous journey, their courage and strength had been rewarded, and they could now bask in the glory of their victory. The future looked bright, and the heroes had earned the respect and admiration of their peers. They had made their mark, and were ready to face whatever came their way. After the call to action, the heroes of the story stepped forward. These brave individuals were all from different backgrounds and had unique skills and abilities. They each had their own motivations for joining the cause, but all shared a common goal of saving the world. From the brave warrior to the wise sage, these heroes were the only ones who could take on the challenge and restore peace to the land. After the plan was set, the heroes needed to form a team. They knew they needed a diverse group of people to make it successful. They looked for professionals with different backgrounds and skills. They also looked for people who could think outside the box and come up with creative solutions. After much deliberation, they settled on 5 members. Each person brought a unique set of skills and perspectives to the team. With the team in place, the heroes were ready to take on the challenge. The plan was simple. The heroes would use their combined abilities to travel to the source of the evil and confront it confront it head. They would need to use their strength, skills, and ingenuity to find a way to defeat the evil and restore peace and harmony to the land. With the help of the gods, the heroes set out on their mission, determined to succeed in their quest. The heroes had to prepare for the journey ahead. They gathered their supplies, searched for allies, and trained for the battle that lay ahead. With great determination, they worked together to make sure they were ready for the mission. They had to be sure they had the strength and courage to face the evil force, and so they put together a plan and made sure their skills were sharpened. With a heavy heart, they said their final goodbyes and set off on their journey. After the preparation began, the next step was gathering supplies. A list of necessary items was compiled, including food, water, tools, and weapons. Supplies were collected from local markets, nearby villages, and even bartered for in some cases. Everything needed to make the journey successful was carefully accounted for, and packed up for, and packed up for, and packed up for, and packed up for, and packed up. The group made sure to bring enough of everything to last them the entire journey, but not so much that it would slow them down. After gathering the supplies, the group was ready to start their search for allies. As the preparation for the journey began to take shape, it was time to look for allies. Those who would join the group on their quest would have to be brave, loyal, and trustworthy. To find the right people, the group searched far and wide, seeking out those who had the courage to take on the unknown. They visited villages, talked to merchants, and even consulted with seers and mystics. After many weeks of searching, the group had found the perfect allies for their journey. With a newfound sense of confidence, the group was ready to take the next step in their quest. The preparation for the journey was not complete until the adventurers had trained for the treacherous path ahead. They spent days honing their skills, practicing their weapons, and honing their physical fitness. They learned how to survive in the wild, how to identify edible plants and animals, and how to navigate the terrain. They also learned how to build shelters, how to start fires, and how to properly ration their supplies, how to start fires. Finally, they studied the maps and studied the routes they would be taking, so that they would not be lost in the wilderness. With their newfound knowledge and skills, the adventurers were ready to embark on their journey. The final goodbye was a bittersweet moment for everyone involved. After months of preparation, The adventurers were finally ready to embark on their journey. With heavy hearts, they said their goodbyes to their family and friends, knowing that the journey ahead would be long and dangerous. As they hugged and said their goodbyes, they all silently wished each other luck and safety for the journey ahead. With a last look back, they set off on their journey, with the promise to return home safely.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.